What's up everyone, this is Motor Ren here, and I love motorcycles. Today we're gonna talk about airbags and how I tried all three major companies, Alpinestars, Dainese, and Helite, and why I only wear tethered Helite airbags. So the story is very simple. I broke 7 ribs before. There's a video about that. And I was wearing a Dainese jacket that had the electronic system. Supposedly it deployed, but I cracked 7 ribs and when I hit myself on the curb. So I asked the Dainese about that, and they said it deployed correctly on their end, and of course the airbags can't mitigate the damage completely, but I was sorely disappointed at that product after that. Number 2, I tried the Alpinestars vest as well, and I was in Malibu in Decker Canyon, and I low-sided on a slow turn with some gravel, and again it didn't deploy. And now I think those airbags, if you don't go at speed and you're just crashing at a slow speed, and I understand this for the racetracks, but if you're crashing at a slow speed it doesn't deploy. But it's the street, man. What if when I separated from my bike I hit the guardrail or something like that, or if there was an oncoming car? When you crash you need it deployed. And I have a suspicion that part of the reason it didn't deploy was not only because it was in the not only because it was at a slow speed, but because it was in the canyons. These elite airbags have GPS in them, and if you lose signal, I think they don't deploy. And the trouble with all this is the Alpinestars don't answer any of this. Like, you can go to their customer support and they don't answer all this. But that said, I'll come back to the airbags for the racetrack in a second, but I've worn my Helite vest, and even though it's not foolproof, it saved me from a crash on the canyons and a couple crashes when I was at the track. When you have enough force and you separate from the bike, it deploys automatically, and no matter what, it's a mechanical system. And so if I were to separate from my bike here, it would definitely deploy. And if you're wearing the green street version, it protects your kidneys and livers and your hips. So that's not to say that you shouldn't wear Dainese and Alpinestars at the racetrack. I would wear them there because unless you're at Chokwala, I'm not sure if they have good GPS systems there, but I've heard a lot of stories that it's worked out for them. Recently my friend high-sided in a crash, and his Tech Air 10 bag deployed perfectly for him. He would have broken some ribs and some collarbones if he didn't have the airbag. So the other thing is, why do people crash so much on the track? It's supposed to be safer. It's like they have like war stories about crashing on the track, and it's kind of like a cool factor sometimes. I guess if you live to tell about it, it's a good story. But yeah, that's why I only wear headlight airbags, because it's a mechanical air system and it's not foolproof, but it seems to be more accurate when you're out here on the street than the electronic systems. Now headlight also has an electronic system, but for those reasons, because there's no signal out here in the crest right now. If something were to happen, would it be able to read what was happening to me and detect it? Detect it and deploy. Well, that's it for today, guys. Let me know what you think about airbags and if you wear them.